Dee? It's okay. It's okay. It's me. It's Bo.
You scared me.
I'm sorry. You know, I should have knocked on the door and woke you up before I just came in here, especially after that guy broke in earlier this afternoon.
I was dreaming.
Yeah? Sweet dreams?
Well, you know, I still dream in color, you know, and then I wake up and it's all black.
Oh, darling.
Well, but I guess I'm pretty lucky. People who are born blind never get to see colors or anything, do they?
No.
So you were going to go to that place, what was it called?
It was called Elmo's Bar in Harrisburg. But I didn't see anybody from the plant that I recognized. And plus, there are jars of these pens sitting around. Anybody that walks in can take one.
Oh. So then maybe it was just a random attempt at a robbery. It didn't even have anything to do with Lord Manning, huh? Because they should know if I found anything illegal, I would have told Rave.
Yeah, but you said that you didn't remember everything.
I know, but I'm trying. But I am trying.
No, that's not. I want you to just rest. You know, just take care of yourself, okay? I shouldn't even have come down here to see you tonight. But I was being selfish. I just wanted to see you again and just tell you that I love you. And I just wanted to kiss you goodnight. Dee Dee, is something wrong, darling?
From now on, Jack, you lock the master computer chip up in the safe when we're not in production, okay? Congratulations again, Clay.
Yeah, sure.
Dee Dee's sister's not exactly a child prodigy, you know. I had to put her through some pretty heavy changes, but I don't think anyone's going to be the wiser.
Yeah, well, I just hope that Dee Dee doesn't have second thoughts about the chip.
Oh, yeah, now what does that mean?
Well, she must have spotted it, put it in her purse, and forgot about it.
Well, she doesn't know what the hell it is.
Yeah, but what if she remembered and described it to the cops?
Clint?
Well, I'm glad one of you is sober enough to remember my name.
He scared us half to death.
You're not even supposed to be here.
No, you're supposed to be in New York.
For the night.
We're not coming back till tomorrow.
Wait a minute. Would one of you mind telling me just what the hell is going on?
Woody?
Hey, Mimi.
Hi.
What are you doing here this time of night?
You know, I was about to ask you the same question.
Oh, I'm with Bo. He wanted to come by and stop and say goodnight to Dee Dee.
Yeah, I figured he'd be here. I couldn't reach you guys all night.
Yeah, we've been busy. We thought we had a clue as to who got into her room and scared her.
What? Nobody told me about that. What?
Well, there's not much more to be said. There's some guy went in there and she screamed and he ran.
Oh, poor girl. Isn't it enough that she's lying there unable to see?
No, there's some really wonderful people in the world, Mimi.
Is that why there's a guard over there?
Yeah, supposedly.
Woody, how is she? You know, what is the prognosis here?
Not good.
Are you saying that she...
Yeah, she might be blind for life.
Oh, dear Lord. How does anybody cope with something like that? You know, we're almost the same age, and I can't imagine something. What a year for the O'Neill family. Harry being killed, and Dee Dee losing her sight. It's almost as if somebody's conspiring against them.
I think someone is.
Really? Do you think there's any evidence to support her theory about somebody using Lord Manning for illegal activities?
No, I'm afraid not. Bo and Rafe went over and checked out Section B, and they're just making computer washing machine parts in there.
So she was wrong.
No, not at all. Bo thinks her instincts are right, and I do too. There's just no way to prove it right now.
Boy, Well, must be shattered by all this. You know, he was just telling me the other day how much he was still in love with Dee Dee, but she had Rafe and everything.
Oh, no. Rafe's out of the picture. Bo and Dee are together again. As a matter of fact, he proposed to her this morning, and she accepted. As far as Bo is concerned, the blindness doesn't change a thing.
Well, he really is one of the most compassionate, sweet men in this entire world.
I'll agree with that assessment. But how does it make you feel?
Oh, I dealt with it when he told me that I was, you know, just a distraction to get away from his true feelings.
Oh, come on, I don't think you put it that way.
No, of course not, but that was the bottom line. Certainly helped me get over my teenage crush. I just guess sometimes two people aren't meant to be together.
Sometimes they are.
Are you talking about us?
That's, depending on whether or not you can separate Michael James Woodward from Bo Buchanan.
I'm gonna try. It's gonna take some time, though.
I'm not going anywhere.
No, I'm not going home until you tell me what's wrong, and I think we'll be able to clear it up tonight.
I don't think that's possible.
Dee, what happened between the time I left and the time that I came back here? I don't understand this.
The truth happened.
The truth? What truth?
That you asked me to marry you out of pity.
Out of pity? Huh?
I
You know
said
what?
pity.
For an intelligent woman, sometimes you say the stupidest things.
Well, I don't think it's stupid.
Okay, the most ridiculous things. I asked you to marry me because I love you. I have never stopped loving you.
You've never stopped loving me, yet you don't ask me to marry you until you find out that I'm blind for life.
No. See, now you're getting things in the wrong order. I think the timing is a little bit off. I thought that you and Rafe were about to become engaged until last night when Rafe told me otherwise.
Well, you could have made all that up, you know.
Why would I lie to you? I have never lied to you in my life. You know, as soon as Rafe told me that, I came looking for you. You want me to find a witness that can verify the fact that as soon as I heard it, then I came looking for you?
No, I believe you.
Great. That's great. At least we've got that out of the way. Deej, you know, one thing I really love about you is you're always just full of these surprises.
I still can't marry you, Bo. I want your love. I don't want your pity.
You've got my love. You've got all of it.
You're a very decent man. There's no way that you'd ever break this engagement because of my handicap.
Because the handicap does not matter.
How can it not matter? Look at me. I'm not the woman that you fell in love with. I'm just a limited version of her.
You know, I'm sitting here, and I'm trying to be very patient. I'm trying to be very calm and even maintain a sense of humor because I know that you've been through a lot of shocks lately, and I'm not sure that if I wasn't in your place or that I would be able to think straight.
I don't want to be a burden to you, Bo. Do you get that?
Oh, yeah, I do get that. So there's the problem here. Right there. It's not me pitying you. It's you pitying yourself.
Nothing to do with self-pity.
It sure as heck does have something to do with self-pity. Dee Dee O'Neill is now, she has a defect. She's damaged goods. She's not even worthy of having a man fall in love and want to marry her.
Why are you being so mean to me?
I'm not being mean to you. You're being mean to you. Damn it, do you know how many people out there right now are handicapped? They've lived that way all their lives. Do you think that they don't go around looking for love and looking for happiness?
I can't speak for other people, Bo.
Oh.
I just know you. You're the kind of man that can't be tied down to a woman who can't see. And that's what you would be. You'd be tied to me. I'd have to follow you every place, and I'd have to use you for my eyes.
And that would be such a tremendous burden for me? I can't handle that?
You could handle that for a while, but you'd get tired of it. And what about kids, Bo?
We can handle having kids.
I couldn't even watch them. How they wouldn't even be safe with me. You're painting this rosy picture that's totally unrealistic.
No, the only thing unrealistic is what you're saying right now, darling. I can't believe that you have really thought all this out completely. I think what you need to do, you just need to get a little bit more use
to your condition right now before you start making pronouncements. Okay? Dee Dee?
Look, I know in my heart that I'm right about this, but I don't have to think it through.
Okay.
I can't marry you like this. I'd never forgive myself. You're only going to end up resenting me.
Okay, that's it. That's it. We don't talk any more about this tonight. All right? Because I'm leaving right now, and you're going to sleep. Tell me one thing. Do you love me? Answer me, Dee.
Yes, I love you, but that's not the issue here, Bo.
That is the only issue here. Dee?
Oh, so neither one of you remember where you were?
It was a new place.
We were driving along and we saw it there. What was it called?
Did either one of you eat anything, or did you just drink your whole dinner?
Of course not, Don. Of course not.
No, I guess the champagne just kind of went to our heads.
Champagne? Champagne? You were celebrating? Mm-hmm. What? The fact that I wasn't home?
In a way, yeah.
Oh, Clint, don't be so silly. We were celebrating the fact that that Kevin and Joey were home.
Not like that.
Really? Is that a fact? Isn't that interesting? You know, according to Kim, you put them in a cab and sent them home alone with her. You jumped in a cab and you took off. You went out. I mean, after months and months of being away from you, you didn't even come home with them, have dinner with them, and tuck them into bed?
On second thought, Tina, that wasn't so good.
Well, Viki, do you have anything to say?
I got afraid. We had such a wonderful time at the
Zoo.
zoo. At the zoo, and then I got overwhelmed and tired.
And tense. She started getting very tense.
Oh.
I'm sorry, I'm still feeling a little fragile. Just seemed to be the best thing to send them home.
You know, I was just trying to envision the two of you walking through the zoo in those dresses.
Oh, darling, please. Don't be such a bear. The ones we saw at the zoo weren't half as grouchy as you are.
Every time I turn around, less and less makes sense.
Look, I know I don't usually drink too much, but it just happened tonight. If I had known that you were coming home, I would have been here to wait for you.
I want to believe you, you know, I really do.
Oh, my poor husband. Please don't be so mad at me anymore. Please.
Well, when you put it that way, do I have a choice?
How about I go make us all some coffee? Then, Viki, would you like some coffee?
It's bedtime, Tina. Forget about the coffee.
Viki, how about you?
No, thank you.
I see. Well, I guess I really don't want any coffee either. Why don't would you like me to help you get up to your room, Viki?
I'll get her up to bed just fine, Tina. Thank you. Once you go to bed. Good night.
I hope you get me upstairs, because my knees are weak.
Well, I'm sure it's not the booze. It's probably just me.
Maybe you're right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, watch this.
You're gonna carry me?
Just like on our wedding night, honey. One more time.
Nighty-night, Tina. Clint!
What?
Don't forget to give her some aspirin, you know.
Aspirin. Right, Tina. Good night.
Giddy up, horsey!
All right, now when Bo and Rafe were over here to inspect Section B, do you think they saw anything suspicious?
No, nothing that they could point their finger at, but my impression was that they weren't entirely convinced.
Yeah, well, listen, the point is, you showed them a computer chip to a washing machine, right?
Oh, yeah, just like you told me.
All right, well, it doesn't matter what Dee Dee says. They're going to assume that it's the chip you showed them.
Yeah, no, you're probably right, Clay.
Of course I'm right. I'm always right. You two idiots are determined to sabotage this operation. I mean, first it's the movie's ruined. Then you lock the broad up in the oven. Now you lose the chip.
Everything's cool now, right?
Oh, I don't know. I'm not too sure. Every time I turn around, Bo and Woody, they're either in a private conversation or they're nowhere to be found.
You think they're suspicious of you?
Yeah, I think maybe regarding the stolen film. This constant jabbering about trying to find out who stole the film, they never let me in on any of the details. I gotta find out what they know.
You know, I think maybe your best move is to go and reshoot that missing film.
Oh, sure. I haven't got that kind of dough, Jack. Even with Bo's money, I'm what you call a little overextended at the moment, okay? I mean, I should go into your pocket for this money. I should go into yours and Duff's pocket for the cash.
Come on, you know that I don't have that kind of money yet.
Yet. Now, that is the key word. Until we get into production. Full production with the computer chips. Then the money's going to come a-rolling in from all those countries that our government fortunately considers to be unfriendly, huh?
Yeah, well, which could start happening by mid-November now that we got the mastership back in our possession. You think you could hold Bo and Woody off until then?
Well, I would be a lot more comfortable if they weren't so secretive and if they weren't so gung-ho.
I don't want to argue with you, Bo. I just want you to leave.
No, I'm not going to leave until we talk about kids.
What kids?
The kids that we're going to have.
Oh, come on, please.
What are you trying to say? That if you had kids, you wouldn't be able to love them, you would neglect them, you wouldn't be a good mother to them? What, just because you're blind?
I don't think I'd be a good mother to them. I wouldn't be able to see. I couldn't see my little girl and comb her hair. I couldn't see my little boy and straighten his tie. I couldn't take care of runny noses. I couldn't change diapers.
You're saying you couldn't do any of those things just because you're blind? Dee Dee, you would be able to comb your little girl's hair. You would be able to adjust a little boy's tie. You'd be able to wipe their runny noses better than anybody in the whole PTA. I'll bet you'd be the president of that on top of everything else.
I don't want to talk about the subject anymore, all right?
I know you're not feeling good about anything right now. And I can understand that. You're gonna get over this, Dee.
And I don't need to be talked to like a child.
Well, you don't have to think about handling everything in the world all by yourself. Dee, the two of us together, we can do anything.
Is that it? Is that the pep talk now? Thank you very much. Could you please leave?
You know, sometimes you get something in your head, and I don't care what anybody says to you, you just don't back off, do you?
That's right. And I'm not going to back off on this one either. It isn't exactly easy for me to be doing this, you know. I can't see you, Bo. You're going to have to tell me what you're thinking, or you're just staring at me.
I'm just staring at you. I'm staring at the woman that I love, the woman I'm going to marry, and the woman that is going to have my kids, whether she knows it or not. Good night, darling.
Oh, yeah.
Hi, sweetheart. I don't know what to say first. I'm so sorry. Or congratulations on your engagement.
Well, Dee Dee's decided to hold off on everything right now until she gets over this condition.
Yeah, I thought I heard some loud tones coming from
You
there.
know, if I were Dee, I would reconsider at this point, but I'm sure it's not going to last very long.
Sir, in the rain for a very long time.
Sweetheart, it wasn't like that.
You know, I sat in that
Well, I think she probably needs to sleep right now, but I'm sure she'd welcome a visit from you all tomorrow. Yeah, well, why don't we go out for a drink?
Oh, that sounds great.
I'll give you some. Come on.
Okay.
Whose voice is that?
Frank Ryan. He believes in family, honor, and the truth. Most of all, he believes in his wife, Jill. Now, everything he stands for, everything he loves, could be destroyed. See what happens when Frank discovers his wife in the arms of another man. A mysterious man, a wanted man who was the brother he never knew. The Ryan who came from nowhere on Ryan's Hope weekdays.
What are you doing out there?
Who's that woman that you're talking to?
That's Mimi. Woody's here, too.
Mimi?
Yeah, Didi, what's wrong?
Oh, I have to talk to you right away. In my room. Take me in now, okay?
What on earth?
I don't know, jealousy?
Sound more like panicked.
Okay, just take it easy.
Did you close the door so they can't hear us?
Yeah, the door's closed.
My head is reeling, but I know, it seems crazy, but I know I'm right.
What are you right about? What?
I remembered something else that happened in the plant last night. Remember I told you I heard voices in Section B?
Yeah?
Well, there was a male voice and there was a female voice. And the female was saying to the guy that he betrayed her and she was sick of the lies and everything, and that voice was Mimi King's.
What are you talking? Mimi she doesn't even know where that plant is, sweetheart.
But I remembered that voice as soon as I heard it out in the hallway there, boy. You gotta trust me on this.
I just don't know what to say. I have no idea in this world why Mimi would be at that plant accusing some guy of betraying her.
Well, I don't know either, but you're gonna have to find it out.
What I'm trying to say, sweetheart, now don't get it wrong, I don't doubt you.
But you doubt me.
What I'm saying, darling, is that this makes just about as much sense as you changing your mind about us.
Though I heard Mimi's voice in Section B last night. Now, I would swear to that on my father's grave.
You're strong.
Yeah? Ma'am, I believe this is your destination.
Well, I guess it must be Toledo.
I don't believe this. Story Lord Buchanan drunk out of her mind.
Well, Daddy said you should try everything once.
Daddy?
Oh, I'd never call him that if I were sober, would I? Clint? What are you doing?
What am I doing? I know it's been a long time, but there's no way you could have forgotten already the finer points of making love.
Oh.
But nothing. You send me out of here tonight and I will fling myself out of the window.
Can't do that from up here. You'd get hurt.
I've been so hungry for you for so long.
Are you? Are you taking advantage of my condition?
I hope not.
Oh.
I hope the barriers are down and you are wanting me as much as I'm wanting you.
Thank you. I'd better go check on Kevin and Joey.
Yeah? Why?
I don't know.
Nothing is getting me out of bed tonight. Nothing.
One Life to Live will continue in a moment.
Oh, Clint.
What happened?
Clint, oh, I'm so scared. I'm so glad you're here. Thank God you're here. I was so scared.
What'd you scream?
There was a man over there.
Where?
Well, on the terrace. He was trying to break in. Oh, honey, what was that all about?
She okay?
Yeah, Dee Dee's just fine. Meme, where were you last night?
Oh, what does that have to do with Dee Dee?
Would you mind just answering the question?
Well, what time? Does it matter? What? Let's see. I stayed in my suite at the hotel. I ordered up some room service for dinner. I went through those scripts that my agent sent me. I watched 11 o'clock news, and I was in bed by 12.
Excuse me, but why do you need to know Mimi's itinerary?
Nobody saw you, though. I mean, if you were there, there's nobody to verify the fact that you were alone.
Boy, this is starting to sound like an interrogation.
Yeah, it sure is.
Yeah, well, that's exactly what it is. See, Dee Dee thinks that she heard you someplace else last night.
Well, she maybe caught one of my television shows.
Wait a minute. Dee Dee was at Lord Manning last night.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And she thinks she heard Mimi's voice behind a closed door.
At Lord Manning? Bo, I have never set foot in that place in my life. I couldn't even find it if my life depended on it.
Oh, you have to realize that Dee Dee's state of mind is pretty messed up right now.
What exactly are you accusing me of anyway?
I don't know. She's just positive that she heard you. She heard you just before her accident in Section B.
So she's trying to link me with whatever was going on in there?
Well, with all due respect to your lady,
I guess.
Do you want me to go in and talk to her and tell her?
No, let's just wait till tomorrow, and then I'll explain to her that it wasn't you. Maybe she'll get some rest. She just won't be so adamant about this, about us.
Oh, you have to realize that Dee Dee's state of mind is pretty messed up right now.
What exactly are you accusing me of anyway?
I don't know. She's just positive that she heard you. She heard you just before her accident in Section B.
So she's trying to link me with whatever was going on in there?
Well, with all due respect to your lady,
I guess.
Do you want me to go in and talk to her and tell her?
No, let's just wait till tomorrow, and then I'll explain to her that it wasn't you. Maybe she'll get some rest. She just won't be so adamant about this, about us. Jeez, none of this really makes any sense to me.
Wait a minute, honey. Just for curiosity's sake, what was I supposedly arguing about and with whom?
There was a guy there. You're having an argument. You accused him of lying to you. You said that he had betrayed you. He said that he loved you, but you told him that you just wanted him to just get out, just stay out of your way.
That sounds awfully familiar, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. Sounds like a scene from Backfire.
Specifically, the missing scene from Backfire.
You don't think somebody could be watching our missing scene in Section B of Lord Manning?
This is getting really strange.
No, as a matter of fact, it might be. It explains a few things. You know what we have to do, buddy.
Yeah. Roll the outtake of the scene I salvaged and look at it with new eyes.
Exactly. Let's get to the editing room.
Yeah.
Did you catch him?
It's pitch black out there. He could have been hiding. Tell me, are you all right?
Oh, I was just so frightened when I saw him standing out there on the terrace. I'm sure he was a rapist or something like that.
Now, take it easy.
Well, I've just been through so much lately, and I guess I just automatically assume the worst. Wondering what awful thing is going to happen to me next.
Your times of awful things happening are over. I'm here to protect you.
Oh, Clint.
The thought of another man touching you, any man, curdles my blood.
You really mean that? You really care about me?
You silly little rascal, don't you understand? I love you. I want you. You're drunk. Go to bed.
What?
There's no one out there. It's your imagination.
Well, maybe you didn't see him. It's dark out there. Maybe he was hiding.
What do you look like, Tina? Pink elephant?
I can't believe this. You're making fun of me, you know. I honestly thought it was some kind of a rapist or something like that.
Tina, if, and I repeat, if there was someone out there, you're scream, obviously scared him out. I guarantee he's not going to be back tonight.
Yeah, well, do pink elephants wear stocking masks? Because that's what this guy had on.
Fine, right. Just go to bed.
I can't. I'm too scared.
Look, I'll take you to your room, and then you can lock the door, okay?
No, I won't be able to sleep in there by myself. I'm going to be too frightened.
Well, then you can sleep in the guest room. I'm damn sure not sleeping there tonight. Now, come on. Good night, Tina. Tina thought she heard somebody out on the terrace. Honey? Viki? Oh, Viki. Honey? Honey, please wake up.
Skywalker's house. The factory looks like a spaceship. I don't know what this thing is. Maybe somebody can tell me what that's for. I'll take that. Operator? Yes, could you please get the Vernon in for me and have them page Bo Buchanan?
Clay? Clay, hi.
What are you doing up so late, kiddo?
I couldn't sleep. Lonely, I guess. You want to join me?
Yeah, sure. What's wrong?
What's right?
Oh, whoa. You really are in a funk, aren't you? You know, in the old days when you and I were an item, I would have known just exactly what to do about that.
Yeah? Well, we really did have some good times, didn't we?
Yeah, it was a kick. Of course, that was before you became the focus for Woody and Bo's more aggressive natures. By the way, where are those two little rascals anyway? I haven't seen them all day.
I don't know. They didn't call me all day.
You know what? I think they're probably in the editing room. You want to go and visit them?
No, I don't think that's a good idea. You know, the last thing that I want to do is to watch a film where the climactic scene is missing.
Yeah, maybe you're right. It's not a very pretty sight.
No.
So, now, is that the reason why you're blue, or is it the two handsome bachelors?
Oh, it's both. My career was on such a roll, and now it seems to be on hold.
Well, it was your idea to dump me, not mine.
Yes, and you've always resented me for that, haven't you?
Of course I have. I played a win. I thought I won you.
I think I'm fickle. Yeah, that's the word, fickle. Aren't you glad you found out before you married me? At least we can be friends, right?
Just friends? Or do you want to part in the movie?
Oh, come on, that's tacky. That's really beneath you.
All right, I'm sorry, it probably is.
Well, join me in a drink, and let's see if we can wind our way around to friendship.
Telephone call for Bo Buchanan. Paging Bo Buchanan. Telephone call for Bo Buchanan. Bo Buchanan.
Who would be paging Bo at an hour like this?
I've never heard.
You didn't spend the day in Boston. You spent the entire afternoon in your apartment with my mother. And then when you left to drive her home, you got out of the car and you kissed her in the rain. For a very long time.
Sweetheart, it wasn't like that.
You know, I sat in that bar across the street from your apartment. I sat there all afternoon. I don't know why. I knew she was in there with you. I knew it was just a matter of time, but I had to see. I couldn't believe that you and my mother would
Now listen to me. Your mother and I were having a conversation.
I can't watch anymore. Feel the same way. We've seen this thing 20 times. I think we've got it memorized by now, but I cannot figure out for the life of me why anyone would want to steal that scene.
Oh, you think it's possible that because of your connection with Dee Dee, that Jack Simmons would steal the scene to throw a wrench in the production? Kind of a revenge thing?
What do you mean he'd take the thing to work, showing it off to a bunch of his friends there? That's what Dee Dee overheard?
Yeah.
It could be, I guess. You're the NSB agent. What are your instincts about this?
But it's more than that.
I feel the same way. Okay, we look at it one more time. Okay, carefully, then we'll go to sleep on it. Maybe our subconscious minds will kick in and maybe we'll figure it out.
Okay.
What about you? Like we're both concerned
I don't want to hear any more of your lies.
So tell me, did Clay ever come home last night?
He almost came looking for us, too, in the editing room, but Mimi was able to distract him.
Is her virtue still intact?
Yep, I believe it is.
She's quite a lady.
I'll second that.
Well, my subconscious bombed out. How about yours? Huh? What? What? You thought of something?
I woke up this morning, I swear, this whole thing became crystal clear to me.
Well, Beauregard, don't just sit there. Come on, tell me. What?
Well, I didn't want to say anything while Mimi was still here.
She's not a suspect.
I know, but remember when we were in the service? That security clearance, need to know? There's no need for her or anybody to know until we're absolutely sure about this thing.
What are you telling me?
I know why the climactic scene of our picture was stolen.
Oh, good. So what do we have to do? Play 20 questions, or are you going to tell me? Huh?
Clay. Oh, how you doing, guys? Boy, I feel terrific this morning. Oh, am I interrupting something? Hey, come on, let me in on the secret, huh?
Who is it? Dee Dee, it's Mimi King.
Oh, Mimi, come on in, please.
Thanks.
Is Bo with you?
No, he's with Woody at the inn. I brought you some flowers here. They smell great.
Oh, thank you. That's
Welcome.
so sweet of you.
Oh, listen, we figured out how you heard voices that night. You heard my voice at the plant. We don't know why, but actually it was some dialogue from Backfire.
Your movie?
Yeah, in fact, it was the missing scene. Bo and Woody have been up all night trying to figure out some kind of connection to the plant.
Where is Bo? I've been trying to call him.
Oh, he'll be here really soon. He can't stay away from you for long, that's for sure.
Well, he will eventually once he understands what I'm trying to tell him.
Absolutely not, Dee Dee. He's not going to let you go this easily.
Is that why you're here?
Yes, as a matter of fact, it is. Dee Dee, I have watched Bo search for happiness for years, and it's always eluded him. And he found it with you, and you threw him away.
It's all for the best, isn't it? Because he'd be stuck with me by now.
Sweetie, don't you think that when you adjust to your new world, you won't consider yourself such a burden?
Mimi, the reason I broke up with Bo a year ago was because of his Buchanan lifestyle of drama. Those people have a crisis every 2 minutes, and the whole larger-than-life aspect of them, and deep down, I just didn't think I could hang on to him.
What about now?
Well, now I'm the crisis. I'm going to be a perpetual crisis to him. There's no way I'm going to fit into that lifestyle now, and I'm just going to ruin everything for him.
Aren't you saying really that you're afraid you're going to lose him to a woman who can see?
Mimi, can't you just put yourself in my place, please? What would you do?
You want the truth?
Yeah.
I would feel so lucky that a man like that loved me that much that yes, I would. And I would hope that it would work out. Oh, but Dee Dee, I can understand and I can see why those fears would cross your mind.
They're not just crossing my mind, they're really lodged in there.
Well, give him the chance to get rid of them, okay? You owe this to yourself. Oh, Dee Dee, he loves you so much. How many people experience love like that?
Thank you, Peg. Is Mr. Buchanan up yet?
Oh, I'm not really sure, Miss Lowe.
It's almost 8 o'clock. He really ought to be up and going towards him getting ready to go to the banner. Maybe you better go up there and see if he's up.
Oh, I can't really do that. I wasn't given instruction by Mr. Buchanan or Mrs. Buchanan to...
Well, I am giving you instructions right now, so just go on up and see if he's awake.
Your breakfast will be here shortly.
I asked for it hours ago. It should be here now. Maybe you better bring breakfast up to Mr. and Mrs. Buchanan. After all, they shouldn't be spending the whole day in bed now, should they?
Well, it is only 8 o'clock.
I am perfectly capable of reading a clock on my own, Peg. Now, would you please just go on up there and see that he's awake?
Oh, I feel awful. Oh, I feel awful. Oh, those spritzers are still spritzing in my head. Oh. Oh. Oh, my. I couldn't have been that drunk last night. Could I? Oh, you're awake, sweetheart. Good morning. Something wrong?
What do the new spring fashions look like? This is Joan London. Tomorrow morning, see the new spring fashions from Paris. Also, George Burns talks about turning 90. All next week, Julia Child in Italy on Good Morning America.
Tomorrow at 9, 8 Central, Arnold lands a job but finds the working life is not for him on Different Strokes. Then beware of a haunting Halloween when Benson faces the Grim Reaper and makes a scary wager on Benson. Felicia risks all for Frisco. Stay tuned for General Hospital following an ABC News brief next.
General Hospital.
It's my life, and I make my own decisions.
I've had it. I'm tired of riding this emotional roller coaster with you, Frisco. I love you, but you keep trying to tear us apart.
General Hospital.